Hey everyone, I would like to thank you for watching our first episode of CarePackage. My name is Overshadow and I'll be your host. First off, before we start, I would like to let our audience know what we are about here at CarePackage. First off, I don't know if anyone watching this has had problems when first playing Call of Duty. I know I did when I first started. But that's what this series is all about, helping others better themselves at a game they love. Maybe you're bad at a level, unsure of what weapons are worthwhile, or just can't seem to get a routine down. We're here to fix all of that. Our goal is to better educate players at this game, whether it be at work, working as a team, playing by yourself, juking people out, or any of those things I mentioned earlier. The name of the show says it all. We are your care package. We are your in-game support out of game. So to get things fired off, like I said, my name is Overshadow. I have a 2.9 KD in Call of Duty Ghosts with a very passive playing style. The two hosts I'm about to introduce are very close friends of mine. We've known each other for, I think we've been about 13 years. The first co-host I'm about to introduce has a sweet tooth for sniping. Please welcome Candyman.
Thanks, Overshadow. Alright, my name is Nick, aka Candyman. I have a 3.2 KD in Ghosts. I have a 2.2 in Modern Warfare 3. I started playing Halo 3 competitively. I played COD for the more realistic guns and realistic killing. I do want to be an MLG someday, just haven't had the right opportunity to do so. Like Overshadow said, we've known each other for a long time, from way back in the day. We used to go in my basement and play Halo 3 on hours. We've been talking about making a podcast for a while now, and I'm pretty happy that we are actually doing this. So thanks, guys.
Yep, no problem.
Um, Personally, the why I wanted to make a podcast is so then I can tell people how I play and just kind of tell them how or what would make them better or to help them out in the map or something like that. So I hope you guys like it, and when we all get together, we try to crack a couple jokes and have a good time for everybody. So I hope you guys have a couple good laughs on the way with us.
Thanks, Candyman. Alright, next up we have the hit and run camper, Decked Fruitcake. Yeah, I said that. Decked Fruitcake. How about you tell us how you got that name?
Well, it's one that the Xbox gave me. You know how you do your random spin when you're trying to get a gamer tag? Well, Dex Fruitcake was one that showed up, and I stuck with that one. So thank you, Xbox, for giving me my gamer tag. Well, as you said, my gamer tag is Dex Fruitcake. My real name is Matt. And I have always been a fan of the first-person shooter games, whether it be back on the NES with Duck Hunt, or even more recently with Halo, Battlefield, and Quake. I used to play a lot of Battlefield, 1942 in Vietnam when that first came out. Got into Quake 3 during high school, played quite a bit of that, and then I started playing Call of Duty first with Modern Warfare, the first one, and ever since then I've just been a big Call of Duty fan. I prefer it over Halo and Battlefield because there's no shields or alien weapons or vehicles. It's relies more on your skill of weapon and map awareness. Other games I'd like to play include Borderlands, World of Warcraft, and my favorite game series, Mass Effect. But enough about me. Let's talk about why you guys are listening. Call of Duty.
Alright, so the first things first, we're going to talk about some guns. What guns are you guys liking, and which ones do you guys think are just kind of flops?
Well, let's start off with the SC2010 then.
I think it's a good gun. Pretty accurate. I like to run with a silencer and a red dot, but the red dot is a lot of personal preference. You could put a grip on it to make it more accurate, or extended mags to get more ammo.
Yep. At long distances, though, you do need a burst this gun, I've noticed. Medium to short range, though, you can just spray it off.
That's what I like about it too.
What about the M27? I am really liking that gun right now. What do you guys think about it?
The M27 is good. The thing is about the M27 is that it's not going to come up as fast as a submachine gun or assault rifle, even with ready up. If I had an average about how fast it would go up with uh, ready up, probably about as fast as an assault rifle would. That's my personal opinion, though. What do you guys think?
The light machine guns are pretty powerful in this Call of Duty Ghosts. They don't. They're pretty accurate compared to the other Call of Duty games where the light machine guns are considered more of a spray and pray weapon. Now they've become accurate where you can put a grip on it, you can put a silencer on it, and you can still hit your target from across the map.
Yep, the M27 has one of the lowest recoils, I think, in the game. The only con I can really think about is the low mobility for one thing. Any light machine gun you're going to carry around is you're going to be running really slow. Another thing is the slower rate of fire, which gives it its extra accuracy and its lower recoil, I think. What are you thinking, Dak? What gun are you liking right now?
Well, I like the LSAT light machine gun. It shoots a little faster than the M27 does, but it also has a little bit more damage. Not too much. Both guns are pretty close, and whether you want to use one or the other, it really doesn't make too much of a
Is
difference.
that the one with the funky sight on it?
No, it looks fine.
It looks like an iron sight with a little red dot in the middle of it.
I don't know what you're talking about. But some of the guns that I don't like right now are like the K7, for example. I wanted to make a submachine gun class so I could run around maps. Tried out the K7. Just wasn't getting very many kills because of its low damage.
Yeah, it does have pretty low damage. That's why I personally use the MTAR. It seems to do the job, and even mid map or mid distance, it still kills fairly good. A lot better than the K7 anyway. In my
Yeah.
instant.
The gun I'm disliking right now is a chainsaw. I mean, I see a lot of people
Oh, the
running it.
chainsaw.
I see a lot of people running it, but what is it actually giving you unless you're going down a corridor or something?
I don't even know why. It's an interesting gun to put in the game. Having a gun where you don't even aim down sights. The chainsaw is the definition of spray and pray, really.
But seriously, it has pretty good accuracy besides that, though. It really does. I mean,
Does it have good accuracy, or
It
is it the
does.
rate of fire that's just spraying bullets so much that, oh, you eventually hit the target?
it is the rate of fire, I would say, but it does seem to kill people. I mean, I've seen my buddy, he will go and literally run around the map with the chainsaw, and he will do work. And I asked him the same thing. I'm like, why are you using that gun? I mean, I seriously didn't think that it was even that great at any point of anything. I mean, the accuracy, any of it.
Well, I guess everybody has their preferred weapon of choice. Any other guns you guys like to talk about today?
No, that's about all I really had about on guns. The next thing I want to talk about is perks. Let's try doing the same thing. Tell me what you like about perks, and what you don't like about these perks from Ghosts.
One of my favorite perks, I'd have to say, is probably sleight of hand. It gives you an upper edge over your teammate. I mean, say both of your guys' guns run out of ammo at the same time. It's who reloads their gun faster and gets that gun ready to shoot is that one that's going to win that firefight. Other ones that give you an edge over your teammate as well, like ready up or
Quick draw.
quick draw. It also gives you an edge over a teammate or an enemy that does not have that because you're going to be quicker than they are.
See, one of my favorite perks is probably amplified, just because of the mere fact that I like being able to
Yep.
be ready before the enemy knows I'm there. It just gives me the element of surprise, so in that way I can either sneak up or kind of gradually bring myself to see them, so I can poke out and just shoot them or something.
I completely agree with that. I've been using Amplify for as long as I can remember, but one that I like even more than Amplify is Dead Silence. I've been using Dead Silence since as long as I can remember. That is by far my favorite perk. The fact that you can sneak up on absolutely everybody and them not knowing you're there, it is such an advantage. You cannot beat that perk.
And if you're using a headset, Dead Silence and Amplify help tremendously.
It's almost like cheating. Like if you don't have a headset and you're just running off of your TV speakers, you should definitely invest and just see the difference. it will change your life.
It doesn't even
when
have to
comes
be an
gaming.
expensive headset. Just a headset that covers your ears will help you hear the game instead of hearing the TV with other background noise.
Right. You can go to Best Buy or any kind of local shop that has anything with electronics. Most of the time, they're going to have something for display.
Even Walmart will have them. Next thing, what perks don't you guys like? I mean, I am not a fan of that new one that this came out with every other shot or every 3 shots it does extra damage.
I believe it's called Deadeye.
Deadeye. Yeah, the fact that it costs like 4 or 5 just to use it, it's almost pointless to me.
I haven't used it, so I don't really know how well it actually helps you. Does it give you like one-shot kills when you're shooting a body, or
Basically, it just,
how well does that extra damage work?
what it really kind of does, I mean, from what I've noticed of using it, it just basically makes it so then it takes one less bullet to kill somebody. That is what I
And
noticed.
one less bullet is what? Not much.
Not much, no.
You can
still
still
gotta,
kill the guy
yeah.
pretty quickly.
I mean, unless you're shooting him in the head, I guess you could say. If you shoot him in the head, it does a tremendous amount of help. It doesn't take more than one shot. I have noticed sometimes
Usually
it takes,
when you shoot someone in the head, they die.
yeah. Besides that, I would have to agree with Overshadow. The only time I would find myself using it would probably be when I'm running Specialist. That is probably the only time that I would ever use that perk.
And even when you're using Specialist, that still takes up so much of your Specialist room that is it even worth it?
5 points for a kill for a
4,
perk.
I think it's 4.
It's 4.
But still, it does take up.
If it's the last one, it's 5.
I do. I would put it in the bonus. When you get Specialist bonus, that's what I would put it, if anything.
Or maybe on the chainsaw, since it shoots so many bullets.
Or the chainsaw. I guess you could always do it that way too, but I don't know. I just wouldn't use it, period, really.
Another thing, the perk Wiretap. All right, that's one we haven't talked about. Wiretap can give you a very large advantage. I don't know if you guys realize how many people use SATCOMs, but it's a lot more than you would think. The fact you only need 2 of them, it's almost like you have a UAV up all the time. I know Decked here, he's a big fan of the UAVs and SATCOMs and stuff.
Yeah, I was sad to see the UAV go. Having the UAV replaced with a SATCOM is a major downgrade. Having the SATCOMs out for only 15 seconds or 20 or however long they're out, plus you need 2 just to have a UAV, so you almost need to coordinate with your teammates to get a full UAV again.
So since you don't have your UAV, what are you using for kill streaks then?
I do use the SATCOM. I like to use kill streaks to help my team out. So SATCOM, I do support with SATCOM, ballistic vests, ammo crate, gives your team ammo whether they're running scavenger or not. And then I also like to use the Oracle system. It helps your entire team see through the walls. You can find out where the enemies are. And it's not just a close wall. You can see across the map if they're over in that building or something.
Right. I would agree. For kill streaks I use is Battle Hind, Griffin, Dog, Sentry Turrets, Halo Pilots, Lokis.
So which ones are your main ones? You're listing like almost every kill streak
Sounds
there
like
is in
you're
the
using
book.
all kill streaks.
I do use all those kill streaks.
You only get 3.
For the moment, I am just using Dog, Battle Hind, and Loki.
Well, that's a pretty big gap there between that Battle Hind and the Loki. How are you
It
doing on
is.
that?
It's not bad, especially when you got an open area map. The Battle Hind will help you greatly. But if you're in a close quarter, I shouldn't say close, but closed map, like Sovereign, you're going to struggle a little bit on that map just trying to get all the kill streaks.
Trying to find people with the Loki.
Or
even the Battle Hind.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot of open areas in that map.
No, that's why I would suggest if you're like playing a map like that, you would probably want Sentry Gun, Dog, and
Maybe Juggernaut or something.
something like that. Yeah. I mean, that way you know you're not sitting there relying on the Battle Hind just to get to the Loki.
Well, a map that the Battle Hind and Loki might work better on is what's the jungle one?
Prison Break.
Prison Break. There's one building on that map, and
Yeah.
But
there's
all
not
those tunnels.
there's not much places for people to hide.
But
Tunnels don't help you when a Loki fires its large rod.
yeah, that's true. But on that map, especially, I would probably run Loki. I'd probably run Helo Pilot, just because you can get to a greater distance and you're able to kill a lot more people.
See, that's what I do. I try using the domino effect. I actually start with the sentry gun, work it onto the battle hind and onto the helo pilot. That way, it's a really fast domino effect, and it is a ton of kills. I don't know if you ever tried using a sentry gun on Prison Break, but you're gonna get a lot of kills with that thing. If you guys have troubles getting kill streaks, I'm not sure if you do or not, but I would definitely suggest using the attack dog, sentry gun, and just go right to the battle line. Don't try getting those high kill streaks if you're having troubles doing it. If you're only getting your Loki or your Helo pilot maybe once every 20 games, there's not really a point in running those perks.
No, or kill streaks.
Or kill streak, excuse me.
Yeah, I would agree with Overshadow on that too.
Are there any kill streaks that you guys aren't liking?
So far, honestly, I am using the Loki. There's only one positive thing that I really like about it over the Helo pilot, and that's the fact that you get a everlasting Juggernaut. The Juggernaut itself, it really helps you in
Send
the
in
game.
an extra squad member
Yeah.
just for your team.
Yeah, but besides that, I really don't see anything really too great about it. It takes time to get across the map, especially when you're playing Stonehaven. Oh my God, I can't explain how much.
Trying to aim.
Yeah, trying to aim, and then you're trying to get from side to side of the map. It's just too large that you can't cover that great a distance.
Finally, I found a guy. Oh, my teammate killed him.
Pretty much it. But that's why I would use Helo Pilot on that map, or even Prison Break. That would be the two maps.
How about you, Dex? What are you thinking here?
For what? The Loki system?
No, just what kill streaks aren't you liking?
I haven't really gotten to use too many kill streaks. I like running the lower kill streaks. You get them since I'm running support. It doesn't matter if you die or not. So I like running the ones that take lower kills, so you get them more often. So I haven't used the higher kill streaks too often. I have used them in some custom games. But
You're a pretty large support guy, aren't you? Do you even have any assault classes?
No, none of my classes run assault kill streaks.
Really?
I'm a team player.
That's awesome.
Support.
And we do appreciate that. I would just let you know.
Yeah, this guy blocks the spawns for us. It's extremely helpful. All right. So we have all been in games where we have heard players complain or curse at that guy in the corner. In this segment, we had Candyman actually make a clip for us. His mission was to sit in the corner for a whole match. Let's see how he does. Candyman, what were your thoughts during this game?
First off, there's two total different kinds of camping. First one is holding down an area, and the second is corner camping. Corner camping is when you're sitting in one spot in the entire map, like I'm doing in this video. What I don't like about corner camping is the fact that you're not helping your team. The only thing you might gain is stopping spawns and not costing your team a lot of deaths, which there are positives, but just not a whole lot there.
I view corner camping as very unskillful. The only kills you're going to get are on people that can't even see you, and unless they know you're there, you're getting an upper edge on them, yes. But in the end, how many kills are you getting per game? You're not going to get very many.
No, in this game, I only get one, and that's only because I kind of peek out and shoot a guy behind the back that had no idea I was even there. I really don't think it's camping on what I did when I got the kill when it comes up, but it is what it is.
There's not too much benefit to it, but I would say the one benefit to maybe corner camping would be certain game types, like possibly domination, where you're holding the point, and then like search and destroy, where you're also kind of holding the point of the bomb spot. That's the only time I can see maybe that it's useful. Otherwise, you're maybe going to get a couple kills, and then the enemy will know where you are. They'll come back. They'll check that spot. you probably won't get a kill again the entire game in that spot.
And if you remember at the beginning of this game, I called Decked here. I called him the hit and run camper. The reason why I did that, if I don't know if you guys played Modern Warfare 3, he used to camp a lot. Since Ghost came out, he has changed his game style quite a bit. He would. I remember on Bakara. If you guys remember Bakara, it's a big city, kind of destructed cities. I don't know. But anyways, he would sit in a trash can, wait for somebody to run by, jump down, stab him, find a different camping spot, and it would just rinse and repeat the entire match. How many kills did you get doing that?
Not many. It was mostly just to help you guys while I was sitting on one side of the map. So then I knew that the enemy wouldn't spawn there, and it would make it easier for the rest of my team to know where the enemy is spawning.
Yeah, and back then we would. It really helped us because we usually were having like Moab races or something at that point in time. So him being there increased our odds of getting it. So there are, like we said, there are some advantages to it, but in Ghosts, the spawns are so messed up that I don't even think it's worth it anymore.
No, I would agree. I don't think it is worth it. The whole entire video of this video is just basically me sitting there waiting for them to come in. I thought in every game that I ever play on this map, majority of the time people are sitting there inside of Pinkies.
I always find people there.
Yeah, and I didn't see a single one go into this room, and I was sitting there for a good.
And you notice though, it might actually be because of the spawns. If you look at the map, like mostly everyone's by you, and they're all in the opposite corner.
Yeah, they're probably spawning behind motel or something.
So it's possible that the spawn system still works on this one. It's just might just be on the bigger maps, I'm thinking.
I think it might take time to learn the spawns. And then we'll get the hang of it.
Yeah.
So then you're going to go back to your old camping ways then?
Who knows?
Overall, though, you're going to be running support, though, still.
I support the team. It's a team game. I mean, if your team wins, that's all that matters.
Exactly.
I don't care if I get 2 kills a game. I mean, if I'm not giving the enemy kills and if I'm supporting the team, I mean, we win, we get a win. That's what shows up, the W.
Yeah. I agree.
What are you thinking right now? You're looking at this bottle here. Are you just wanting to shoot stuff right now, or what's going on in your head?
I think he either wants a beer or he's wondering what kind of beer that is.
Both, actually. Basically, I was sitting here pretty bored. I don't do this when I play normal games. I normally run around, run and gun. That is what I do. I'm a pretty aggressive player, so for me to sit there and camp,
You can tell too because you're switching corners quite a bit.
Yeah.
The whole goal of this was to sit in one corner. I think you've been in at least 4 already.
I love how you're sitting in the strip club though.
Yeah, that was the highlight of it all. Is that I was sitting in a strip bar, so it's just.
It's like very boring gameplay. You're
Wait,
not getting
this is
kills.
when I
You're
get the
not
kill.
helping your
Oh,
team.
look at
Hey!
wow! You left Pinkies to get what? That wasn't even a camping kill.
That wasn't the.
Hey, I at least had to get one. I mean, I felt like I did justice with just one. So, I'm glad at least I got that.
Yeah, I'm looking at the spawns right now, and do you even know how many people are in this game with you?
I think it's not a full team. I'm not sure how many.
Since you are camping, I mean, it's more likely that your teammates are spawning by you, and that will make it so the enemy doesn't spawn by you or really come to that area.
Yep.
So you sitting in one spot is also kind of throwing the enemy away from you too.
Yeah.
So yeah, to wrap up, it doesn't look like this is getting us very far sitting in a corner like this. So what we're probably going to have to do is maybe in our next episode show you a video of what it's like actually holding an area rather than just a little corner.
I finally run out. I'm like, yeah, I'm free.
Yeah, it's like a whole lot of fun sitting in there.
Right. Overall, guys, just don't do it.
But it's seriously made for a fantastic video. So that brings us to the end of this week's video. Do either of you have anything you would like to add to this?
I think we covered everything.
Okay. Well, I guess thank you for that video, Candyman.
Okay.
Do either of you two have anything you guys would want to add to the video or make a video of?
The only thing I would like to have is a chem strike with the team play on it.
Are you saying like a domination game where more than one person gets the chem strike, or what are we trying to accomplish in this game?
Heck yes.
All right. We've done that once before in MW3, but I don't think we even tried getting chem strikes yet in this one.
No, the greatest feat I've ever put though was on that Modern Warfare 3 where we mobbed, two of us mobbed on the same game on TDM.
That's quite an accomplishment because that's quite a few. That's way over half the kills. There's only 20 kills left at that point.
Yep.
Dex, is there anything you want to make in this?
I'd like to know what the viewer wants to see. Let us know what you guys want to see. Give us a challenge, and we'll try to make a video for you guys.
So that's all we have, I think, for this week. Next week we will have a flooded video for you. If you guys have trouble on that map, this will bring you up to speed in what you should be doing if you're working with a team. Later on, we'll probably have an individual video for you if you're playing a solo. We might actually just incorporate it in the video. I'm not really quite sure yet. But yeah, give us a like, and if you do want to see anything, let us know.
And I just wanted to say thanks to the team of Defiant Sins. Greatly appreciated you guys.
Yep. Defiant Sins is our clan. Nick is the leader, and we're both kind of co-leaders of it. If you guys would like an invite, just send us a message. I mean, we're just recruiting anybody. We used to look at KDs and, you know, ages. We really don't care anymore.
Just give us hit us up.
Yep. Send us an invite. Give us your gamer tag. We'll invite you. Doesn't really matter.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Yep.